Hey my friends, welcome to this yoga class to open up our hips, have a nice stretch out of the hamstrings. So it'll be a nice gentle class today. You might want to grab yourself a couple of blocks or cushions if they're in your practice, and a strap or scarf or a belt. Don't worry if you don't have these, they're just there to help support us in our practice and make it easier for our bodies. So grab whatever props you need and enjoy and follow along. So we'll start today by lying down on our back. A nice easy start for us today. And just close down your eyes if that's comfortable. And bring both knees into your chest. Just give yourself a nice squeeze. You can gently rock from side to side. Just a nice little massage here for your back. Now if you take your left leg out long and give your right knee a good squeeze into your chest, and hopefully you should feel a nice little stretch in your groin. And you can place your left hand on the floor, keeping your right hand on your knee, or you're welcome to place your right hand on the floor as well, whatever's comfortable here. And we'll start by just rotating from the hip. So take your knee out to your right hand side and taking it down, bringing it to your left hand side, up to your chest and back to centre. Go nice and slowly here and keep rotating around. Feel that nice movement in the hip. If you get to any areas where you feel a little bit tight, you're welcome to stop there and hang out and just move backwards and forwards gently. And when you're ready, you can go in the opposite direction. Again, don't try to go too fast here. Just moving gently. A nice opener for the hip. And just bring your right knee into your chest, giving it a nice squeeze. Now you might want to grab your strap here if you have one, or you're welcome just to grab your big toe with your peace fingers and thumb. And just bring your leg up. Start to straighten your leg. Doesn't matter if your leg's really bent here. If you have your strap, take the strap around the ball of your foot into your right hand. You can place your left hand on your left thigh just to hold that leg down, keeping both hips on the floor here. And just gently start to bring that foot towards you. A nice little stretch for your hamstring here. Try to keep both shoulders on the ground if you can. And then from here, whether you're holding your toe or the strap, you can start to take your foot to the right hand side. It doesn't matter if your knee is really bent here. Just about opening the hip. Try to keep both of your hips on the ground, both shoulders on the ground. And just keep breathing. And if it's comfortable for you, close down your eyes. Take your attention inward. And inhale, slowly bringing that leg back up. Switching hands, so grabbing the strap or the outside of your right foot with your left hand. And taking your right hand out to a T. And slowly bring your right foot to your left hand side. Your hips can come off the ground on this one. If you don't have a strap, you're welcome to take your foot to the floor here, taking both arms out to a T, and if it's comfortable you can look to your right hand side. If you have the reach, you can grab the outside of your right foot if you don't have a strap. And whether you have the outside of your right foot or whether you have a strap and your leg is long, you should feel a nice stretch in your hamstring But try to drive your right hip towards the front of your mat now, keeping your right leg straight. And you should start to feel a nice stretch. If you don't have hold of the strap or your foot, that's okay. Just leave your foot out long and your arms out to a T. You're still getting a stretch here. We all have different bodies and we all have different structures, and it's okay no matter where we are at today. We all have a different practice. We just move our body to our limitations. And slowly inhale, bringing that foot back to centre. Releasing the strap or your foot if you have it. And just giving your knee a squeeze into your chest now. And taking your right leg out long. Bringing your left knee into your chest as you give that a squeeze. Taking your right hand to the floor or to your right thigh. Keeping your left hand on your left knee, or you're welcome to place it on the floor if you wish. And we'll start to rotate our left knee to our left hand side. Taking it down. Bringing it across to the right hand side. Back up to our chest. Back to centre. And then back out to the left hand side. And keep rotating from your hip. Go slowly here. Really connect with your body. Close down your eyes if you can. Turn your attention inward. Again, if you get to any places where you feel tight or a little bit stiff, you're welcome to explore there. Just hang out there. And when you're ready, you can go in the opposite direction. Now bringing that knee to your chest, you can grab your big toe with your peace fingers and thumb, or you can grab a strap, whatever you have. And again, one side might be different to the other, and that's okay. If you need to keep your knee bent, that's also fine. And place your right hand on top of your right thigh, keeping both hips on the ground here. Keeping both shoulders on the ground if you can. And slowly bring your foot towards your head wherever you are at. Again, it doesn't matter if you're here in your practice. That's totally fine. Just move with your body, move with your breath. And from here, take your foot to your left hand side. You should feel a nice stretch in your groin now. It doesn't matter how bent your knee is here, and if you're just holding your toe and your foot's out to the side. It's your practice today, it's your body. And try to keep both shoulders on the ground, both hips on the ground. Now inhale, bringing that foot back to centre. Switching hands, so you can grab the strap with your right hand. Or if you can't reach your foot, just take your foot to your right hand side. If you don't have the strap, allow your foot to rest on the floor. Your hips can come off the ground on this one. And try to straighten your left leg if you can. And you should feel a nice stretch on your hamstring. If your right foot is on the floor and you don't have a strap, just take both arms out to a T. And if you have the reach, you can grab the outside of your left foot with your right hand. And if it's comfortable on your neck, you can look over your left shoulder. If you have the strap, or if you're holding the outside of your left foot, try to straighten your left leg. And try to take your left hip towards the front of your mat, And you should feel a nice stretch. Just keep breathing here, turning your attention inward. And inhale, bringing that foot back to centre. Release the strap or your toe if you have it. And give your left knee a squeeze into your chest. And bring in your right knee to join it, giving both knees a squeeze now. So from here we'll do Happy Baby by keeping our knees towards our chest, and we'll keep our heels near our buttocks. And you should feel your lower back connected to the floor. So from here, take our arms on the inside, or you can go on the outside, whatever's comfortable. But I tend to go for the inside and grab the soles of your feet. And when you grab the soles of your feet, try to keep your lower back on the ground here. And then you can start to bring your feet towards your head. But at any time, if your lower back comes off the floor, just stop and move backwards a little bit. And slowly over time, you'll be able to bring your knees into your armpits. And you'll be able to take your feet parallel to the sky with your lower back connected on the earth. And wherever you're at, try to push your feet into your hands and try to pull your hands against your feet. This will help to keep your back on the floor as well. And it helps to have a little bit more of a stretch. And then if your lower back's connected to the floor, you can gently rock or sway from side to side, just very gently here. Trying to pull your knees into your armpits a little. Feeling a nice stretch in your groin. Releasing both feet here. Taking your left foot to the mat. Your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Flexing both ankles here so your toes pointing towards your shin. And feed your right arm through the gap. You can grab the back of your left thigh or your shin. And keeping both ankles flexed here, you can start to pull your left knee into your left armpit. For Supta Kapotasana, reclined pigeon pose. And you should feel a nice stretch on your right glute, the outside of your right thigh. And exhale, release. Switching legs, left ankle on top of right thigh. Flexing both ankles here. Grabbing your shin or the back of your right thigh. And just gently start to pull your right knee to your right armpit. Feeling a nice stretch on your left glute, the outside of your left thigh. Just keep breathing comfortably and naturally. And exhale, release. And grab the backs of your thighs now, keeping your legs together. And we'll just start to rock forward and backwards. A nice massage for the spine. And come up to seated when you're ready, keeping your legs out long. And I'll turn around so you can see. We'll do the right leg first. And if this is comfortable, you can take your left leg out long. And you can bend your right leg behind. So both sitting bones on the floor here, so you're not sitting on your ankle or anything, it's down the side of your thigh. If you can't get both sitting bones on the floor, you can get a couple of blocks or some cushions or pillows to raise the floor higher, because you want both sitting bones on the floor here. If this is still not comfortable for you, that's perfectly fine. What you can do, you can bring the sole of your right foot on the inside of your left thigh and taking your leg out to the side. So just do whatever's comfortable for you here. But I'll demonstrate from this posture. So from here, try to keep our thighs parallel, knees together if you can. If this is not comfortable, then don't do it. Just modify to suit you. And then from here, we'll inhale, take our arms up, and we'll exhale, hinge at the hip. And just fold. Gazing down towards your knee, your neck is long, keeping your left ankle flexed, toes point to the sky. This might be quite strong for your hamstring here, so if you need to ease off out of the posture, you're welcome to. And just keep breathing. Keep breathing through the tightness. And inhale, slowly coming back up. If you can take your knee out so it's at a 90-degree angle, so it's like this. If your foot is on the inside of your left thigh, that is okay. Just try and open up a little bit more and just turn your hips so it's facing towards a diagonal. Again, just move wherever is in your practice today. Keeping your left ankle flexed, so toes point to the sky. We'll inhale, raise our arms up, and exhale, place our left hand or left forearm on the inside of our left leg. And just allow our right arm to go overhead, the palm of our hand facing down to the ground. If it's comfortable on your neck, you can look under your right armpit, otherwise keep your head at neutral. And with your left arm, try to push it against the inside of your left leg to open your heart up to the sky. And just keep breathing here, breathing into your side body. Nice stretch for the side body, a nice opener for the hips. Then inhale, slowly coming back up. Now bringing your left foot on the outside, bringing your right foot even on the outside of your left thigh. So the sole of your foot is flat on the ground. And taking your right hand behind you, coming onto your fingertips. Keeping your left ankle flexed. Inhale, take our arm up to the sky. And then exhale, elbow hooks on the outside of our left knee, on the outside, left elbow on the outside of our right knee. I got there in the end. If this is not comfortable, you can just wrap your arm around and grab the outside of your thigh. Just honour your body today, honour your practice. And then from here, we'll inhale, create length in your spine. And then exhale, just rotate. And inhale, creating length in your spine. And exhale, rotate further. Keep your head at neutral if that's comfortable. Or if you have the range, you can look over your right shoulder. Try not to dump too much weight on your right hand here. You want to kind of be light as you can, but still having some pressure, so your core wants to be engaged here. Just keep breathing. And inhale, look forward. As you exhale, release, and just counter twist to your left. And inhale, coming back to centre. Now we'll switch sides. I'll turn around again so it's easier for you to see. So we'll take our right leg out long, keeping our right ankle flexed, so our right toes point to the sky. And whatever you did on the other side, we'll do on this side. So if the sole of your foot was against your thigh, do the same this side for Janu Shasana. If your leg was bent behind, you want both sitting bones on the floor. Now one side might be different, you might have been able to sit on the floor in the last one, but if you need to sit up on some blocks or cushions, just honour your body today and do what's right. And inhale, take our arms up, and exhale, hinging at the hip. And just folding. For Triangle Mukha, Ekapada, Paschimottanasana, And just keep breathing here. This might be a challenging posture, might feel really tight. Just be kind to yourself and be gentle. And inhale, slowly coming back up. If you have your leg behind, move it so it's a 90 degree. If you're in Shasana, again just open up your hip a little bit more and turn more on a diagonal. And then from here we're going to inhale, take our arms above our head, and exhale our right arm on the inside of our right leg and left arm overhead. Close down your eyes if it's comfortable. Keep breathing, keeping your right ankle flexed. Looking under your left armpit if it's comfortable. And keep trying to drive your arm into your leg, opening your heart to the sky. And just follow your breath as it moves into your side body, as it moves into your groin, and allow it to push through the tightness. Allow it to stretch and open. Just allow your breath and your body weight and gravity to do the work here. Don't try to force or push too far. And inhale, slowly coming back up. Now we'll take the sole of our left foot on the outside of our right thigh. Or if you're on any blocks, you need to just remove any blocks out of the way to make it easier. Both sitting bones on the floor. Take your left hand behind. Inhale, take your right arm to the sky. And exhale, right elbow hooks left knee. Then inhale where you are. And exhale, just rotate. If this is not in your practice today, you're welcome just to wrap your arm around the outside of your thigh. Just honour your body. Do what's right for you. And just keep breathing. With each inhale, just creating length. And with each exhale, rotating a little further. If your shoulders are crunching up to your ears, just allow them to relax. Keeping core engagement here, don't dump too much weight in your left hand. Then inhale, looking forward. As we exhale, de-rotate to the other side. And inhale, coming back to centre. Take both of your legs out wide for Upavista Konasana. Coming onto your sitting bones, both ankles flexed. And inhale, take our arms to the sky. And then exhale, hinging at the hip. You can take your arms out in front. And grab your shins, your ankles, the outsides of your feet. Looking down at your mat, keeping your neck nice and long here. And just keep breathing. Just exhale, release. As you inhale, so you're rolling back up, bringing the soles of your feet together and bringing them in as close as it's comfortable for you. Grabbing the tops of your feet here, elbows tucking in. You might need to just rock to come up onto your sitting bones. Then inhale, create length in your spine. As you exhale, just hinge forward. Keeping your spine nice and straight, your neck nice and long. And just keep breathing here. If you want more of a stretch in your groin, you can start to press the heels of your feet and the outsides of your feet together with your legs. And this will start to drive your knees away from each other. And you should start to feel a nice stretch. And if this is comfortable, you're welcome then to start pressing your elbows into the insides of your thighs to create more of a stretch. Again, try not to force too much here. Just use your breath in your body without too much force. And just inhale, slowly coming back up. Keeping the soles of your feet together. Just bringing them forward so it's more of a diamond shape, around 2 hand lengths away from your groin. And you can take your hands underneath your legs on top of your feet for Tadasana. And then from here you can just round your spine as you fold down, tucking your chin in. And just keep breathing. Allow your body to be heavy. Just inhale, slowly coming back up. And coming to a comfortable seated position. Bringing your hands to heart center in Anjali Mudra. And softly close down your eyes. Taking one last moment here to connect with yourself. Raising your hands to your head for calmness in your thoughts towards yourself and others. Hands to your heart for kindness in your actions. And hands to your lips for kindness in your words. From my heart to yours, Namaste. Awesome, my friends. I hope you're feeling a lot more open in the hips and nice and stretched out in the hamstrings. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for practicing with me, Jamie from True Nature.